30.
You. You too.
How are you?
I'm good. You know,
Great. It's so beautiful. First, we got to talk about that song, "Lose to Win." Beautiful song. Tell us about the song.
lose to win is my testimony. You know, I had to lose. I lost a lot, but I feel like at this place in my life, I'm winning again. And I was just saying, you know, when I say winning, I don't mean money, cars, homes. I mean peace, peace of mind, being able to wake up in the morning and actually look at my children and smile, look outside and see that the sun is shining, the simple things that we forget. That's where I'm at right now, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Couldn't nobody give me enough money in the world to trade it. I'm going to stay right here in this place. And, you know, tonight, I'm normally nervous when I hit the stage, and everybody says, really? I'm like, yeah, it's been 10 years, but every time I come back, I'm very, very nervous. But tonight, I wasn't as nervous because I had so much on my mind. Today, we lost a loved one. My MD, my keyboard player, and my drummer lost their father today, and we've been together for 5 years, and he's like a father to me. And he loved to hear me sing. Oh, my God. I knew that if he was here today, he would be watching. So I dedicated that song to the Hill family and to the families in Boston and Texas and everybody around the world, across the globe, who's just going through things. I wanted them to know that sometimes you have to lose to win again. In that moment when you're losing, it does not feel good. It doesn't. But I promise you, trust me, after going through everything I went through, it will get better. It gets better.
That song, "Lose to Win," that's a hit. That is a hit record. I love the Commodore sample, and they were Night Shift. And working with Chuck Harmony again, what was it like working?
Well, on that song, you know, whenever I got that song, the track and everything was already done. A young lady by the name of Andrea had wrote the song, and I heard it was a song that was very passionate to her. And so we linked up and got together, just me and Andrea. And she says, well, I want you to make the song yours as well. So we sat down, we changed up some of the words, but not too many because I knew it was special for her. But we just kind of made it my, you know, about my life and her life as well. And that was one of the last songs that I did on my album. So to me, when things happen like that, I feel like it happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So that's my testimony, and as well as Andrea's. So I want to thank her for allowing me to put it on my album.
Great song. Now let's talk about the album coming out next week, "Side Effects of You." Let's talk about the record.
Oh, my God, I'm so nervous. You know, we get nervous when these albums are about to come out because we put our everything into the albums. And I was telling them, you know, I didn't want to go back and do another album until I could do what I wanted to do. So I took some time off. And on that time off, I was doing shows, but not as many shows as I like to do. And I just did a lot of writing in my journal, wrote my thoughts, wrote my feelings. If I would go to some store, I do my own grocery shopping. So if I would go out, somebody would always walk up to me and say, you know, tell me their story or tell me what inspired them through my story. And so I just wrote all that stuff down. And finally, when I came back into the studio, I put all of that in the album. But I said I want to work with one producer. I want to do the album like Michael Jackson did with Quincy Jones. And I feel like we were able to do that. You know, I grew up on a lot of good music. I was the only youngin' running around singing Tina Turner, Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. So I said, you know, with this album, I want to take and I want to put rock and soul together. And I did that. I'm so serious about it. I got it tattooed. I told my mom this would be my last tattoo, I promise. So, you know, it's a rock soul movement. You know, when I say rock soul, it's just like Tina Turner links up with Aretha Franklin. You know, the soul is always in me. But that rock side had to come out. And so I think everybody would love it.
Can't wait to hear it. Now, I'm waiting for you to work with Missy Elliott. Now, you're working with Missy and Kelly. Talk about that.
That song, that's a very special song to me. You know, it's 3 strong black women. When I say black women, I'm talking about black women, big features, big lips. You know, we're not ashamed of who we are. And I think everybody's story kind of ties in together. Missy is a great, great friend of mine. She's like my best friend. We've been working since I won the Idol. But we all have a story. So does Kelly. And I'm so proud of her, of where she is right now, from where she came from. So I thought it was best that we all link up. And it's not that we're bashing guys, but we just have a message. Where would you be without me? Exactly. Wow. Boo-boo.
Can't wait to hear it. Well, I know you got to go. Hope to see you on tour. I love you at the club.
God bless you.
Can we get a quick picture? Yes.